ka say asemba kwa se say eda Ghana fo bebre ano a o social media no so a wo mo ka ne dendenden pa no efa enyinam kane a yusu ewo Ghana hanom say across the regions 16 regions near there no they've been complaints any idea efa prepaid meters ne bo ho ni ade aye whole lot of issues na man for chemu say every prepaid meter foforo no omode aba no sa prepaid meter foforo no eno erane dodo ema ye to prepaid ni ade na che say kotwi ko brema ye tete won frama mu say o abaya ye na dwen say wo besesa prepaid meters no na ya mai foforo ni ade na eno na Sadiq Adams wo ye Ghana ye nsentrofo ni mu ba kwade aba betu dwa say it is high time aban ebedo mo ho so hu se Ghana fo ayete anum se nyese ye nkrankra bi na egu ha o sebe muntimi fa ye life media agro aban bi obeba bia no epese wosesa meter prepaid meters ahodo aba ya sesa na okrom ha ese wani ense ye ka kire de bia mo de mo besesa meter ene ejitu mu a enye yi a wono nso abebo na dwene e de ama NDC aban ene aban ahodo aba betwemu ekono enko na yenkutie ne nsema wo de tuja
abreche ya mu mita na ebofie no me kotena ba bia me ko madam fo bio me ko abreche ba bia me kotena e ko be 7 years ni ameshate ko ho mita kra unhu mita a ebo ho ne nsuo ebo ho afebo hwe ade bi koso wo Ghana ha mo ye nimra so aban bia ba otumi sesa ECG meters be 4 times 3 times enye ne ekoto enye mesi ene ekoto ha enye na nabo ene ekoto aban na ba na watena se aye tender ni procurement se mita na mo pe power mo betia no mekofa bia ba mekofa papa ba na aban na betutu mo mita ni nyina na amanfo ko inconvenience what why ye se be sesa mita what nru amate se John Jinapo e se ye be sesa mita na me ko back am se Ghana no we don't learn. Me call back into memory. From 2014, Eba, your system meter echo 9 times. E be 7 times. Tema dear, tema. Your system be 10 times. Meter na ebo fie no. Na eya mentiasie. 2018 almost omo ye transition to meter na friend say prepaid any postpaid. Every hoba no. 2021 yes system meter. 2023 yes system ebi mu meter. 2024 over 450,000 meters. 2025 abaya take decision. 2026 yes system meter. Edi me ba cho wo bone be na ye dia ye mo ya ne akwaji meter ne bai na me no ne atwi shape akwa China kofa meter bai na enya na ebi nti sa aban na okofa meter bai no sign contract no oba na enya ye mpanishi obi ana na amunim se ye sika ne ye san de akoto meter na donjena posi ye besesa meter na mbusa donjena po 4 years ne ya sesa meter de obe ye de me kan ye na ma de be 5 times 6 times meter no hwan ne kotoba ye power ne ye yusu me rice cooker me yusu me sesa no aye mienu no ma twa agu no ma no me so me fine eto esisu ana me chele ana ma dum no me nya ahwi wo me fie ma me be se bob mienu ya ne bo ha ma me na ECG fo ntokwa o se bob mienu ya ne bo ha bonte ni fie.
Sadiq Adams na yekuti nsemu a wode etudwa na wo trema the habitual removal of prepaid meters, change of meters, they be a movie from 1 meter to the other. Just say Ghana hanum say yentimi nya ade a ebe last like other countries obe kono meter ba ko eno na ewo hosa obi ankosisa meter bi obi ankosisa hwe and it's working and people don't have issues with it. But in Ghana MPP ba obesisa meter, NDC ba obesisa meter, PP, everybody that is coming wants to change something which hadwene, and in view of that it has transcended to other matters because C0ca say there's been a conversation about a registration of SIM cards. And also acquire another issue with regards to this whole something new. They be a way by a baby before they be a way by will change to this and we are moving to this because we no anye and a Danny say and in view of that, Honorable Sam George our communications minister and digital technology. I'm for bonnet pa e wukro dream hanum say because during the NPP amanyuku no a time no the former communications minister Eslowusu ebeka say oh re-registration of sim abusia ukopie mu telcos for no wo mo akache MTN Vodafone ni ade obeto sante sa na wi ehye wo na ebi mu kwa napa ni ade ebinum kra fa mu elusu o mo job because ufi o duty now kona child boss scribe foot me wedi and some judge spoke about it and they obey or see another registration and this is the problem every party view baby person ya the for but then in view of that and then somewhere cost to some judge I bet to just say this is not a re-registration, it is a registration or just or person say there was a problem with the previous one and until na yes I way for now you could see some judge
are engaging stakeholders on the SIM registration. I'm sure that the news has made the round already that Cabinet has granted approval for the ministry to embark on a biometric SIM registration. I do take cognizance of the fact that people say we've done this a number of times, but we've never done what we're about to do. We are engaging stakeholders on the SIM registration. I'm sure that the news has made the round already that Cabinet has granted approval for the ministry to embark on a biometric SIM registration. I do take cognizance of the fact that people say we've done this a number of times, but we've never done what we're about to do. What we're about to do is the first time we're going to be having a biometric SIM verification. A lot of work has been going on behind the scenes. I mean, at my vetting, it was one of the things that came up, and I spoke about the fact that we will do a SIM registration. It's taking us over a year to get to this point, and that should tell you the amount of work that has gone in from the policy and from the regulatory side. The team at the NCA, led by the Director General, have put in a lot of man hours. Because as far as I'm concerned, the most important thing about this registration exercise must be that the public is put at the center of the entire process. The comfort of the public is at the center of the entire process. And so I won't bore you too much. I would field the questions because I know that a lot of you have sent requests to the ministry. You've sent me messages asking to have an interview with me, and I've stayed away from all the interviews. So we'll consider today, even though it's a stakeholder engagement, we've met with the chamber. In fact, the NTA has had multiple meetings with the chamber, but I've had one meeting with the chamber on this matter. We're meeting with you. There are a few other stakeholders that we will engage with, but the media is a critical part of our stakeholder engagement. But consider this your one-on-one interview with me. I know you'll ask your questions. We'll address them as much as possible. I'm happy that the optics should send a clear message on why this is a different process. In this room, it's not just me as minister, but in this room, you have the Director General of the NCA and the Executive Secretary of the National Identification Authority. At no point in our national history, whether it was the first registration in 2010 or the 2021 to 2023, did you ever see the two heads of these two critical institutions sitting in one room to discuss the registration? And I think that this should be the foundation on which you start a conversation, so that nobody comes to ask, I'm preempting your question of why are we not using the old system? Clearly, this is a different system. All things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. Thank you.
Yeah, Sam George, MP for Ningo Pram doubling as the Minister for Communication and Digital Technology. Which all things are passed away, and behold, all things are made new. Not just say, dear chum, say near my fofro and eba, near my fofro and eba, no, and say, yan tum na yan honti as ye. say ye be call na ya yes registration of our SIM card any ade because it has to do with biometric na so muche ma de ma me yes lo wusu be ye no I link ye Ghana card to our SIM card no it's not biometric no omo enya ye ho niema bia won sa ye bia betimi trace won sa patterns bi wani ni ade say ye nya bi wom nti ye nya bi wom no e wo se san ye no foforo na sync with the NIA fo no wo details a wo ewo na fa system ni mu nti say ye pick udin a ewo system ni betimi nya ho niema nyina together with NCNA ye telcos for just say a whole lot of explanations and some judge but some Ghanaians are saying say they are very disappointed because enema you nankasa you spoke about you spoke about during a slow time now cassette I quite remember there've been even videos circulating of some judge then when he was telling the NDC grassroots and the NDC supporters say new SIM cards now and they should not go and do nti say yes say SIM card one register one of SIM number na ejai say ye ufro bi enko bi from money ade am sure say maybe it could have even influenced most of the NDC supporters not to go and do the SIM card registration. And today we are here that we are going to do a whole SIM card registration again. And people are concerned about the fact say time consuming because ube free baby or edume mwakoto lie everybody wants to get access to their SIM cards. Everybody wants to use their SIM cards without any hitches, any problems. Definitely you'll be forced to go to the telco center to go and register your SIM, which is time consuming. Amafwebre share displeasant in the decision from the communications minister Sam George say yen sound registration for all in the name of biometrics. Others are asking questions, can't we have other means, other ways you bet to me they are solving this particular issue without doing any registration again and all this. It is waste of the country's resources, it is waste of the taxpayers' money. Tax na de be amumbe repeating ya mama. So right from the MPP we've seen prepaid meters being changed yearly. Say SIM card so acquire say yearly be a best SIM card. Even at that, o share voters ID card kra. And there be ye be voters ID we buy ye be voters for we buy anti as a Ghana had party be about idea existed that no would have to go all over again and do it again say no utimi say yes in so type on chireni a woje wo Ghana for em say ade na for no mo it has reached here and they can no longer handle it again. It raises a whole lot of conversations on the internet. Well, you can share your views and opinion about it in the comment section. Now